What's up, nerds? Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer Open League Finals. My name is Tyler Salt. I am here with Mayan DM. Hello, Mayan DM.
Hey, Tyler. Yeah, grand finals for Open League. Both of these teams already slated to move on to the Invitational League next season, but a little bit of business to take care of first. Who is the top team in Open League this year? Is it going to be the Long Shots? Is it going to be Drynosin, Tank, and Toxic? We're going to start finding out here in about a minute or so when these players get underway.
Full disclosure, for anyone who doesn't know, I am the third member of the Long Shots, and so you all get to come along with me on my emotional journey today.
And I am definitely not the third member of Drynosin, Tank, and Toxic, or the Long Shots, or any other team in either of the leagues this season. I just talk about this game now. It's fine.
Totally unbiased. Totally unbiased. Very, very clean and unbiased comms here. We're playing 80 KDB. All dungeons, key drop shuffle with starting boots. This was Drynosin's choice for game one. They are the higher seed. And so that is what we're playing.
Both of these teams in the regular season were 10-4, but Drynosin, Tank, and Toxic did win their division. I'm not sure if that is the tiebreaker that was used or not, but I can say that that is a difference between the two.
That was that was the difference. That was the tiebreaker, is that they won their division and we were a wild card. And so they've chosen game one here. And a glove right off the bat in Link's house. So if you haven't seen 80 KDB before, first of all, what are you doing? Why haven't you been watching League? Second of all, this is all dungeons key sanity essentially, but we got a lot more keys. We have included in the drop pool any keys that are hidden under pots or on enemies in dungeons. So we've got a lot more of a glove and a hammer right away. Hammer and bonk rocks.
Yeah, where's our Moon Pearl? We'll just go ahead and have 5-minute Dark World access. This will be fine.
Oh god, what a nightmare that would be. There's so much in this mode. But we got a green pendant desert here for us today. Thanks, Saha. But essentially, this brings up the complexity of every dungeon in the game, with the exception of Pod and GT, and really, I guess Skull isn't very much different either. But you know, the number of keys in Swamp Palace, Swamp Palace small keys, for instance. Yeah, hair is pretty much the same too. Number of swamp small keys goes from 1 to 6, which is the big difference. And we will get to the logical implications of those different key numbers as they arise.
Like, for instance, Eastern Palace, which boothisman is in, has, what, two keys now?
Yes. Yeah. The key that would be under the pot on the right side, headed to the big key chest, and the key on the Igor in the first dark room in the back. Both shuffled. Those locations can have items instead. And both, that means that both the big key chest and Armos Knights are locked by both small keys, logically. You will typically see runners use that one key, use one small key to go to Armos, and then kind of isolate the big key chest, is usually the way that this happens.
Big key chest is a pretty slow check. You kind of want to isolate that even if you don't have to go hunt another key down for it. So
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Nice little hook shot there in Blind's Hut. Doc got a
whole lot of illogical things up on the mountain now with that.
Yeah, we sure can. You know, I don't know that I would go there right away necessarily, but I like a nice out of logic mountain play, especially when you find the flute up there. That's always great, knowing that you have just kind of skipped the lamp logically rather than the flute, logically, which feels worse. We'll see if anybody is going to go for that early mountain play today. Big key to Misery Mire in Eastern as well. Tracking for us today, which we should have brought up earlier. We've got Blue Link and Derek Sharna. So thank you to both of you. We couldn't do it without you. And thanks to Yoinker's wife for running the restream today. You are going to see, I'll let you know, you are going to see the long shots stand still a little bit more than you would think is optimal. Nice Eastern map in the dark room. That's funny. Our team philosophy is that we do not want, if we're going to get beat, we want to get beat. We don't want to beat ourselves. And so we take the time to make sure that everything that we find that is important is on our shared sheet. Because I know me and Doc in particular, there's the Eastern big key in town. That feels a little bad. But we want to make sure our notes are correct because we don't want to lose because we forgot where something was. That is the worst feeling. So if you see Doc or Home pause for longer than you would think is normal while you're playing rando, that's why. We've got a glove, we've got a lamp, we've got a hammer, we've got a hook shot. We got a bunch of stuff early that doesn't actually accomplish much for us at the moment. Without a moon pearl, or
it's probably fine.
No, actually, you know what? We've got the I take it back. We've got the glove and the lamp. We've got and the hook shot and the hammer. We got the whole Light World Mountain. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's a full Light World Mountain. There's a full South Shore sitting down there. You've got a really easy split if you're a team that wants to split everything up really quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Seems like it'll be okay.
I think looks like Home is going to this glove, and Home is going to head up the mountain first, it looks like. Which makes sense. Doc still has to go through CAC here and get his hook shot, so he'll probably be the runner over to South Shore. Oh, Home even has the Home and CFate even have the Hera big key. That must have been here in town. We're not headed up the mountain though. I'm a little surprised by that.
That's an interesting sort of choice. Maybe you just want to be a little greedy.
Home is buying bombs.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like maybe you do that in. Oh, good. No, you can't do it in Paradox Cave because that shop is behind a bomb wall.
It's bomb locked.
Never mind. Yeah, can't do that. Although maybe we're doing South Shore. All right. Okay.
So instead, it looks like it'll be boothisman who will give us our first look up on the mountain.
Yeah. Home, please.
Did we just fail the hookshot clip in
we did.
Damn while I was not looking? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we sure did.
I do that all the time. I'm terrible at that clip.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, obviously.
At least he doesn't do what I do and get frustrated by it and go in and try and do it again and fail it a second time.
Oh, no. Yeah. One try only. We got the Hyrule Castle Big Key at the dam, which is a nice one to have for later. Hyrule Castle goes from 1 small key to 4, and then in key drop, and then obviously that big key is shuffled into the pool as well. I hate doing these horizontal hook shots against these guys. I always just go over and do them vertically.
They have a lot less room to dodge that way.
Yeah, like the hook shots, like the shots themselves take longer, which feels bad, obviously, but... Oh, you know, I think I understand why the long shots have made the decision about who is doing what here, is that Home has Zora money, and Doc does not. So that's probably why we are doing this in this order. See an ice rod at Waterfall Ferry. We're gonna need that.
Yeah, fancy that. We're gonna need it.
Oh, nice 20 rupee stun prize as well. I don't need those bombs on Zora Ledge. I did not see what flavor of small key was that was on Zora.
I think that was Pod.
Okay.
I could be wrong. We'll see it again on Homewrecker's site here in just a second.
Yeah. It was indeed a pod small. Oh, good. We found the mushroom.
There's probably a key behind it. There are enough of them.
Oh, fire rod already? Is this a jet seed?
If we weren't playing full key sanity with key drop, maybe.
There's still jet seeds in this mode.
Nah, I've seen a
They
couple.
just take, you know, Doc and I had one in week 1, I think. It was like, we ended up at like an hour 30 something. There's our Moon Pearl in Paradox Cave, which boothisman already has, but we did call out. There's also a Swamp 1 in there. Swamp key logic, like I said, you've got 6 keys. The important numbers to know are that you need 3 to beat Argus. This is not logical requirements. This is just a straight up how many you actually need. You need 3 to beat Argus. You need 4, or you need 5 to full clear, or 4 to full clear if you can do the bomb spooky action setup on the left-hand side that lets you save a key. All right. CFate doing Dark Cross here. Home running in, checking the map chest and the map chest guard, and with 1 key we are not gonna keep going on. Hyrule Castle, I find one of the trickiest dungeons to route in key drop. There are 4 small keys. You really only need 3 of them to full clear it. and 2 if you set up a save scum on the key rat from the back. But it can be difficult to know like when to go there, how long to let it go. So
Both Hyrule Castle and Castle Tower seem to have a very similar property in that way, where the key drop just adds something that makes it really difficult to determine when exactly does the logic want me in here.
yeah. CFate spending his key on the 2 boomerang room checks doesn't get anything. Home picks up a shield on the key rat. He walked over and intentionally collected that shield. He saw it and then he walked over. Let that be noted for the record.
I'm going to get Hype Cave here out of boothisman. We'll start getting a little Dark World information.
Home headed up the mountain to get his Moon Pearl. Seems like Drynossen is ahead by a little bit at the moment. Nothing super worrying yet. Every runner is on their way to get everything that we found so far, so not a huge deal. boothisman is doing Hype Cave and then is rushing Pyramid Ledge. Interesting.
This was something that we saw out of both of the teams of the Light World Conference in the conference final, was that they were a lot more interested than the Dark World Conference finalists in kind of making a little bit more thorough of Dark Overworld checks in the early going.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We've got a key to Eastern. That's a nice key. That's a good key to have. We need one of those. I'm glad that I'm not in this race. So I don't need to suffer through going there or thinking about it the whole time. We'll see what Doc does when he heads into the Dark World here. We'll see if Home heads over to... Home's probably going to go over to Tower of Hera. He'll beat it because the Fire Rod is there.
Oh, I think CFate was trying to grab the ferry there for the health refill, and the Bedrock said no, while the ferry said see you later. So, a little bit of maybe that time back that the long shots had been giving away with their additional spreadsheet tracking here in the early going.
Oh, we tried to do a net bonk, but didn't have the bottle. Interesting. Since we already have the powder, we don't need to worry about, like, save scumming the mushroom or anything, which is nice. Yeah, we did find another swamp small on Catfish. And boothisman is going to receive another swamp small from Sick Kid.
Those start becoming suspicious around the time that we pull a mirror, I suppose. Mirror and some.
Well, we need the flippers too.
The flippers.
But yeah, it's gonna be keeping an eye on that. Like I said, you want 3 keys. You need 3 keys at a minimum. I personally am not going in there until I have a 4th key, probably. I cannot do Bomb Spooky, but I'm perfectly willing to to isolate left side in that situation. It'd be better if I have a fifth one, but I'm like, unless hard forced, I'm not going in there without 4 keys myself. I don't know if, you know, Doc and Home might do something different for sure, but I don't like to go in there unless I have it. So Doc made the same play, by the way, Hype Cave to Pyramid Ledge up here to Catfish. So why do I want a fifth, Tyler? Talithar, because I don't know how to do Bomb Spooky yet. And at this point, I'm not going to learn. I'll probably learn it at some point. Boothisman pull the mitts out of Skull Woods. Yeah, four. You need front door, second front door. Oh, it is 4 to beat the boss. You're right. You're right. Doctoring in the mushroom. Haven't seen this yet. Just a piece of heart, though. I'm also going to check the mushroom before heading into the dark world here. Or rather, magic bat, rather.
The other mushroom.
The other mushroom. Progressive mushroom. Oh, Thieves Town. I think that's the second one of those. I'm pretty sure that there was one in Hype Cave. So Doc has that one. I'm pretty sure that I saw that. So that's nice. In Thieves Town, there are 3 small keys in key drop. You need 2 of them to beat blinds. The third is for the big key chest. Or rather, the big chest. One of our trackers thinks that's perhaps the third Thieves Town small. Well, CFate doesn't have any. Yeah, good call, Home. Just go into Skullwoods. Don't pick up all of those all of those bushes. That's ridiculous. All right, good. Home is going to get these mitts before Doc is in the dark world. So he can also avoid picking up all of these bushes. That is our, I guess, the second of 4 Castle Tower small keys that we're going to need.
And unlike a lot of these dungeons where you get to dodge a key or 2 here or there, you're going to need all 4 of those Castle Tower smalls.
Yeah, you need all of those. All right, we'll see where the long shots are headed here. Boothisman already up at Dark Death Mountain. And little indecision on Homewrecker's part about whether we're going to go do the rest of Skull Woods here. We will need an additional Skullwood Small to beat Mothula.
Skullwood small key go mode? That's never happened to anybody.
Oh, God. And Ether will get us into TR today. Boo just found a Skullwood Small Key in Super Bunny. There you go.
Nice hook speed hammer pegs here from CFate,
Oh,
bit of a backup after he went for the dash, and well, you can't do that without a sword.
That without a sword. Yeah, that's clever though. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna steal that. That's really nice. Oh, I don't know that I don't know that I love this. Go into the mummy. Oh, we can't even. No, we can't. I definitely don't love this. We can't get there. We don't have a sword. Which Home is going to find out
It's so easy to forget something like
now.
that when you're this far into a siege,
Yeah.
you've picked up all these checks, and it's co-op, so you feel like, well, I've seen more than I've seen. No,
Yeah.
no, you still have to have a sword. But the seed is, in fact, not secretly swordless.
I mean, we don't know that for sure yet. Kappa.
Be a pretty broken swordless seed without those vines pre-cut.
That would be true. Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. This man was definitely told there's $300 in Mini Moldorm Cave, but not what chest it was in. Oh, we needed that last chest too. Oh no, he's setting up a water walk. Okay.
Normally, you don't think about setting up the water walk out of there after you go in and get items. If you're setting up a water walk in there, it's usually a special trip. So
Yeah.
I understand leaving and going, oh wait, there was something else that I was supposed to do here. Because normally, if you're checking this on your own, you do that, and then you go to Ice Rod Cave and you find out whatever's in there, and then you arm your water walk there like a sane person.
Well, yeah, but boothisman didn't have Zora money and didn't need to go to Ice Rod Cave, so here we are. All right. Derek Sharon in chat confirming that we have indeed seen all 3 Thieves Town Smalls. Only one of them is tracked for either runner. But I trust you. There are a lot of keys in this mode. Tracking this mode, very difficult. Oh, that's trouble. Okay, so these trackers do not support key drop shuffle. Okay. That's gonna make this extra difficult to follow. So we're just gonna have to keep track here and watch their dungeon counts.
Yes, that is true. Darak, Sharna, and Blue Link are personally against key drop shuffle and are not going. No, that is not in fact what is happening here. This is a software limitation.
Yeah, blame Dante. I mean, Darkus, that's not true. The community tracker maintained by Muffins now that Dunka has left the community handles supports key drop shuffle just fine. Enemy drops, on the other hand, no. But key drop, there are trackers out there that do it just fine. But these ones that are specially made for us here are not, and that's fine. Home, I think, taking his trip to Pyramid Legend Catfish here. Oh, no, we're on a pod. Okay.
Yeah, gonna follow Boothisman and Pod.
Yeah, we got 3 keys, looks like. Home has.
Well, the count for Pod should be right.
Yeah.
One of the very few counts that we can actually trust.
Right, yeah. Boothisman has a 4th. No, he doesn't. It was clicked for a second, but he only has 3. Doc picking up the purple chest. Did we see this from Trinasan?
I don't remember that we did, but that doesn't mean that we didn't.
Yeah. Oh, did we find a pod key in pod? Classic. Just say you were anticipating the pod key in pod. It, you know? Ooh, desert big key on purple chest. Do we need that?
100% required.
There's our mirror in pod basement. That is in logic with the 4th small key that we have here. Home using, I hope there's nothing in Harmless Elway, because Home is using a small key on the big key chest door. Pulls a small key to TR. Harmless Elway is the pod big key. You gotta be, oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we need both. All right, and we don't have
both. You're likely to need both.
Yeah, as long as there isn't a bow in here, then I think we'll probably be fine. Very nice mimic clip from Home. Home is one of, if not the best mimic clipper in the racing community. For my money, at least he's very good at it, very consistent. Oh, is that the flute in the Eastern Palace big chest? That is a good pull. Oh, good. Home got another pod key and can do Harmless Hellway now. Oh, it was in Bolock's pod. Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. So home will need another small key for Helma eventually. TM. But that's okay. Where are these swords?
That's a great question. We can tell you already that the first one is not going to be in Mire or Turtle Rock.
Oh, there was
Since
one
you
on
would-
Spec Rock, apparently.
You would need a
So
sword
we
to
have
go in.
access to that now.
Okay, that's
Home
better.
does get the big key to pod here. So no harm, no foul. It'll be fine, Carolyn. Don't worry.
Someone needs to tell Boo to come back, because that is really bright.
Oh, there we go. Well, I'm sure something was on Desert Ledge. Oh, no harm in Harmless Hellway. Got it. Got it. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I will pun as much as I wish. All right, home up here on the mountain. Gonna get this sword. In Desert Palace, in key drop, we go from 1 key to 4. Generally, the meta is you leave the 2 right side checks until you have the 4th small key. Is generally how people approach this.
I have seen a handful of teams that have chosen instead to set up a save scum and check those right side chests. But
That's fine.
yeah, by and large, yeah, you want to leave yourself the option of not having spent that key if at all possible.
Yeah, you don't want to be looking for Desert 4 to get to Landmo. Hey, GG's long shots, first sword. Home going to return to Skullwoods here and take down Moth. I'm surprised. Well, I'm glad that Home did not take the time to get his shield eaten there because it's league finals. A Swamp Small on the Igor. I don't think that Doc went and killed the Igor there. I'm pretty sure that he just got what was ever in the big chest and left. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Looks like boothisman is going to get onto the Smith sequence here for Drynos, and will. There was a key you said in.
Yeah, it was the
big key
the
to
desert.
In
The
purple
desert
chest?
big key is on the purple chest. Yeah.
Getting a little hammer moth out of home wrecker here.
Hammer does tempered sword damage. It's better than the fire rod, which does master sword damage, but you do have to deal with the hitbox and the fact that Moth doesn't take damage if you hit him into spikes. Nice prediction, Beer. Hilarious. Castle Tower 2 on Moth. CFate with the spike cave check, just a piece of heart.
Did have to burn a potion to get through that. Probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things now that we know where the flute is, but
Yeah, and Doc used his potion to do potion camera unlock in pod, so he also does not have his anymore. But yeah, again with the flute, you know, we have, and as CFate replaces it immediately, so. Okay, it was just the ice small on Desert Ledge. And another swamp small on Bumper Ledge.
the game keeps trying to hint at it, but we can't go there yet.
Why hasn't Doc gotten that sword yet? Well, he's got other stuff to do. He'll get it. It's not like he's doing stuff that needs a sword. You know, having a sword is nice, but he might be getting it now for all we know. Yep, he is getting it now. There's our GT big key at Graveyard Ledge. Did he prep for Spike Cave? I am not sure. I don't think he bought a potion. And honestly, I'm not sure that he has enough. Get the sword, Doc, please. Doc, please. All right,
Happy
he's not
birthday, Doc,
interested.
you've got a sword.
Yeah, I don't think he's interested in doing Spike Cave. It's in Logic. Yeah, it is. Luckily, it is only a piece of heart. So. Home pulled off a Kern jump there.
And CFate is illogically into Ice Palace.
Nice. Nice Palace. I like a flipperless Nice Palace play.
you know you're not going to find the flippers, but we're still looking for enough other things. There are absolutely good reasons to just come in here and start clearing it out.
Oh, CFate has a Master Sword. Where did that come from?
That's a great question.
Oh, he got it in Ice Palace. Okay.
Okay, that would do it.
All right. Boothisman's going to be our first runner into Castle Tower. CFate, unfortunately, going to be forced to use a small key here. And there's one in Castle Tower. We apparently have 3 Castle Tower smalls. Perhaps, was there one in Castle Tower? Well, we knew that. I thought maybe that was. Oh, there are the flippers in Castle Tower, so those are important. Oh, their third was on Moth. Okay. Yeah, Doc should be fine as long as he doesn't bonk here. Yeah, there we go.
No vanilla CTSK4 for Boothisman.
Okay, and Home is headed into Castle Tower here. Not gonna be able to go back in that portal.
Probably
we
not
also have
going to
3.
want to after he finds his flippers in here.
Yeah,
so.
probably not. Yeah, we are headed to Swamp here. Maybe. Nope, we're fluting. Fluting.
Five seems like a bit of an interesting choice here. What are we doing?
Hello, Raiders from TJ Maelstrom. Welcome on in. So far, not much of note in Ice Palace. CFate is going to be able to beat Cold Stare here. He can do everything. He's able to do everything in here except for the big chest. And Raiders from Sawyer. Hello, welcome on in.
One might also think that Stepladder was letting out.
Who'd have thunk it? Boo choosing to kill its Igor with Fighter Sword. Which is a choice. Good luck, Tyler Sanity. Thank you. All right, we do have all 3 Thievestown smalls. No big key yet. Home in there just for that swamp small, so looks like he's probably going to be making his way that away soon. Does need to do the smith chain on the way for that desert big key on purple chest, or at least needs to do the purple chest. We taunting the frog in league finals. SMH my head. Let it never be said that home is not committed to the bit. Doc, our first runner into Juicetown.
How did Homewrecker allow that of all things?
Well, you know, it happens. We got a bow in the first chest of swamp, it looks like.
Seems like a nice kind of thing to get. Homewrecker will land on that here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, with him picking up, going into Thievestown for that swamp small, seems like that is probably going to be his next stop here. I don't know if it's faster to run here. Maybe. Doc is not doing the fire-locked side, which makes sense. And
It
no,
costs a surprising number of small keys to get over there.
yeah. Well, there's a Hera small in the Juicetown big chest.
Placed there specifically to do psychic damage to Homewrecker.
Yeah. We did get a sword. We have gotten a sword out of Meyer. I'm gonna check on home stream. All right, home stream is still going. So I think, oh, his ad is running. Come on, home, turn off your ads. SMH. Get the money, I guess.
There's another one of those TR smalls for boothisman in the Phelps Way pot.
Somebody get Yoinker's wife a turbo subscription. She deserves it after all of the restreams that she's put together for this season of League. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the League channel. Somebody get the League channel a turbo subscription. Thank you, Yorker's wife. We appreciate all that you do. But we got our second Eastern small in Fishbone, it seems. Here, I'm gifting the League channel a home sub. I don't know if that will take effect right away or not, but there you go.
CFate roaming around the back of Desert here has enough keys to get to the boss.
Yeah. Oh, Home must have found... Did Home get Bomb Spooky? Or did he have a 5th small key? I don't know. But he did the left side. There was nothing... There was... All that was over here was a Meyer small, so it's not a huge deal. His tracker says 5. Okay, so I guess he had the 5th small key, so... Unlucky for the long shots that there was nothing over there, but... Oh, nice swamp big. Home is going to go back and check that. I do not know if boothisman did. Oh, good job,
I'm
Home.
not sure that he did.
Good job, Home, on avoiding the door there. Hyrule Castle small. That is a little spicy. That's like a tiny bit of spicy. It's not very spicy. But yeah, I think that is our third. Now, yeah, now we can full clear escape. We have that big key. You already got those hearts, Home.
You cannot have them a second time. Not unless you leave the dungeon, of course.
Which, please don't do that. Not a good use of time. Okay, there's our ice big in swamp as well. So boothisman will have that. We'll be able to clean that up. So if there's something in the ice big chest, CFate is going to need to go back for it. Whereas the long shots will be able to do it on their first trip. That was a long shot's 5th TR small as well there in Phelps' room. So that is in TR. TR goes from 4 keys to 6 keys. You need 5 to get to Trinex, and 6 for Lava Chest. Home with no magic here. Going to do Hammer phase 2 on Argus.
He's mostly doing fine. He missed once.
Yeah, that was pretty fine. Oh, I guess we don't. There was nothing on left side, so Doc does not need that. That's where that swamp small came from. Was Bumper Ledge, that extra swamp small that I'm pretty sure that Thrynosin doesn't have. And home is headed to Ice Palace himself here. Never mind. Oh, did we get the stick? Nice. Nice. The single arrow. A nice big. There's another desert small on Hobo. I think that's the 4th one. That might be all of them.
That might be.
Home only has 3. Where are you going, home? What are we doing? Not coming here. Oh, there's one in ice. Okay, that home doesn't have. All right. So that will be all 4 desert smalls for the long shots. Did we see Keyrat in escape? Yes. Home did it earlier. I believe it was nothing.
Feels like we're seeing a bit of chase around cleanup at the moment out of all 4 of our runners, so probably a good time as we cross the hour mark of this Open League Finals Game 1 to remind you that if you've been enjoying the show they've been putting on for you on this Saturday afternoon or evening if you're joining us from the other side of the pond there, go ahead and give these runners a follow. Dr. Earworm, Home_Wreckers, CFate91, and boothisman.
All right. Home with an extra trip up the mountain there to get that pod small key. And we are headed to the desert mire area, the greater Juicetown metropolitan area. Yeah, get the you should get that ice small that's on the ledge. Home, please. Home, what are we doing? What's going on here? Shambles. Mild shambles. Communicate. Co-op is hard, folks. Communicating with another person while you're trying to also play rando is very difficult.
The fun part is all the apologizing you have to do when you don't remember where something is. You guys don't have that problem.
Sorry, say again?
No, I said the problem for everyone else that you guys don't have is all of the apologizing that you have to do when you forget where something is.
We do plenty of that and try to avoid it, but no, I think the Doc and Home must have been talking about whether to do a save scum and check the right side. We decided not to. I think that's fine. Home is the only person I've ever seen do fire rod landmos from below.
From the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you just run into somebody who has just a little quirk to their boss fights like that. Like,
Yeah.
a buddy of mine and previous teammate W. Garrison, you'll know him immediately. He could change his sprite, he could run on another strim. You would still know as soon as he went to fight the Armos Knights.
Yeah. Yeah, home has a bunch of idiosyncratic strats like that. I think we're headed to ice, and so you're going to see one in... Oh, no, we're headed to pod. Pod and Easter, maybe. Oh, wait, home doesn't have... Oh, we don't know. Home has one Eastern small key. I'm a little surprised home is coming here before ice. Oh, we're turning in the green pendant too. Yeah, I'm a little surprised home is coming here before ice, as he does not have that second Eastern small key that Doc has, and so is not able to full clear Eastern while he's here. He can go beat it for sure, and that's probably fine.
It's all well and good, but Tyler, where's our red cane?
Boy, I sure don't know. I'm gonna... At this point, I feel like it may be in the back of Thieves Town somewhere. But we'd need a Thieves Town big key for that as well. Do we have... Do we know if we have our red crystals yet? Neither of the long shots have red crystals marked. And I haven't seen... CFate just menued. I should have looked. All right, Doc is going to be our first runner into Ice Palace, or our first long shot into Ice Palace. So... At this point, there's nothing... CFate does not have a red crystal. Okay, so we do not know what the red crystals are at all. I think you'd rather be Drynosin at this point. It feels like their route has been a little bit cleaner. I think they're ahead on dungeons a little bit. I'm not sure that there are any outstanding spots that the long shots have something that Drynosin doesn't. This GT Big Key was one of those things until CFate just got it. So, but yeah, we are running out of spots here. Ooh, this man has a red. Maybe Pod was this red. Spots, 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 spots.
As opposed to the shots series that the long shots had to survive against blackjack and hook shots to get here.
Oh man, so many shots. Nice 2-game series that went 4 games. It sure seems like Pod was that first red crystal. That's the... I guess it's either Pod or Eastern. Arya saying hi, Samaria. Where was that? In cutscene chest. Uh-oh.
That side that long shots didn't go to because it cost keys to go over there?
Yeah, we didn't have the keys for it.
Yeah.
So. I mean, what do we even still need here? We need... the Thieves Town big key. We need... one more Castle Tower key. If there's anything in GT Basement, we're going to need more GT small keys. We're getting pretty close. Home has 5 TR smalls, so there are at least 5 of those that are known. It's not tracked, but Home does have the Meyer big key. I just confirmed that. I'm a little surprised Home's coming to ice here instead of Meyer. Now, boothisman trying to do spooky there. I'm pretty sure that he lost it. I don't think that he kicked up dust before putting down his Samaria block. Oh, no, never mind. We got it. Here's another one of those idiosyncratic home wrecker strats.
Not even the strangest way I've seen that done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was nothing super important in Ice Palace at all.
I think the sword and pin gator chest may well have been the best thing to come out of there.
Yeah.
And Drynosin really are getting pretty comfy here. We've got that tempered sword on both of them now. They're just kind of knocking out the dungeons. Free and easy.
Thieves is our 3rd pendant. All right, so that is almost full knowledge here. I mean, we're in. We're in GT mode, or John Austin is. Yeah, things are not looking great for the long shots. No, there is no GT on these trackers, apparently.
Who would ever care about GT? Nothing is
Yeah.
ever in there. It's fine.
Home, please. Be careful. Okay. All right.
Careful
so
enough.
TR must be our last 5-6. It's 2 of Eastern Pod and TR. Yeah. I'm not sure how many. Can you do Harapot that way without super speed?
Wait, what now?
CFate was trying to do the hook speed Harapot, but did not have hook speed. I was pretty sure that you need hook speed to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Every moment that the long shots are not in, that home is not in Misery Mire, is rough. Although. YOLO, I saw this once. Yeah. If the Thieves Big or CT Small 4 is in Zelda's cell, that is pretty good news for the long shots. Nothing in the basement today. Also good news for the long shots. Oh goodness. I thought CFate was going to soft lock there.
I was trying to figure out what boothisman was doing bonking over that roller, which was never going to do anything in the space that he was trying to do it in. And of
Sometimes
course, he
you
did
gotta
then
try
immediately
stuff.
get run over by it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it was a shout out to last year's Open League champions, Crystal World Crew.
Yeah. Oh, Eastern Palace Picky Chest isn't out for long shots as well. Not going to be Zelda Cell here though. And sword number 4 in TR. Okay. We're headed to Juicetown. Oh, we're checking right side desert first as well. This is the long shots have all 4 desert small keys. Oh. Ah. The book.
Okay.
Of all the things.
The breadcrumbs continue.
Home, going to Meyer. Home, going to Juicetown. Please, for the love of all that's good and holy, go into Juicetown. Thank you. At this point, I don't know what the long shots outs are. This feels like maybe it is kind of over. Yeah, I guess it's tablets. I guess tablets are the out. Yeah.
One of the remaining required keys on one of the checks that book gives you. That's
Yeah.
kind of it.
There's a vanilla shield in TR. Pog. Maybe lava chest. Home does have all 6 TR smalls. That's going to be a very sad juice town from home right there, I think. Nice silver arrows on laser bridge. Classic bow placement.
Nice to have, not something that brings Drynosin closer to go mode, though.
Home begrudgingly getting the Harris small key from the Meyer big chest. Book was on right side deserts. CFate using a fairy in Crystal Roller Room. Not where you really want to do that, but...
And
what do we think?
Boothisman
Go ahead.
going to be our first runner opening up GT.
What do you think our what was the as Dante would put it? Was there a pivotal moment in this scene? Like, what was or is it just like a little bit of ordering, a little bit of execution? Drynosin was just able to build up a lead.
That really is kind of how it feels. The Drynosin just kind of slowly built that edge over time, and then CFate tried to give a little of it back, trying to grab a fairy when he didn't have a bottle yet, and the Dead Rock took care of that for him. And then ever since then, they just kind of continued on and continued right ordering things.
Yeah, if I think Beer actually hits it on the head. Doc not getting Samaria on his first, because the long shots were the first team into Meyer. And Doc not having the keys to get to do left side out of logic, I think was probably the thing. Okay, home is headed up to TR, probably via Ether tablet. Via Ether tablet. Okay.
Not via Ether tablet.
Oh, he decided to go to Fishbone instead? At any rate, he didn't have 3 small keys, and so he had to make a choice. Don't you need a key to do it that way? Oh, through the big key door in the portal?
You can go through the big key door as long as you
Yeah.
get the big key. Yeah.
Well, it happens. DM room with that Castle Tower small key. So we are looking for the Thieves Town big key. If it's a GT, then Drynosin are going to take game 1. If it's on a tablet, then we have a different ball game going on.
The only thing is, if it's on a tablet, we're not going to know for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I could see Doc like doing Bombo's tablet here and Ether tablet, like sending home to TR because he's first. Makes sense, and then maybe Doc is going to clean up the tablets just in case. Doc out of arrows, unfortunate. You know, suddenly, well, of course, boothisman's stream has frozen for us. Oh, okay. We didn't miss anything. Maybe we missed the big chest, but he's still checking things, so. All right, we are not doing tablets. This was a pretty quick lead.
Why would you play to your rounds? Why would you do that?
I mean, they probably, I mean, like, they're 2 items from Go mode. They're in GT mode at an hour 25. They probably feel like this is a pretty fast seed and that, things are going pretty well. Unfortunately, they are also going well for Drynosin. Unfortunately, if you are a Long Shots fan. But I will say that Doc and, well, okay. No, CFate has already beaten TR. Okay, so probably both of them are ahead of Doc and Home. There's the Thieves Town big. And that puts Drynosin into Go mode. And I think that means that they are... Oh, does boothisman not have the big key?
I don't think boothisman has the big key to GT yet. Which
is interesting. So
bit of
do
choice.
another climb. He forgot it. I don't think that's going to be enough to change things here. An extra mountain climb. GT Big is on Graveyard Ledge, so he can just run over and grab it after doing Thieves Town here. Sucks to have to do Mimic Cave for a GT small key.
Right?
Yeah, CFate is going to be into GT before home here. Doc fluffing the shield. Good job. Yeah, and also CFate's going to be first into or next into GT before home, and knows where to go, and home is going to need to full clear it. Although both of the long shots are going to be there, pretty close to one another. So one of them is going to be able to go left, and the other's going to go right. But I guess they're both going to have to do both of them, with one key in DM room and one key in compass room. I do not think that they will DM strat. Oh, nice troll key there on Eastern Palace. Gives you hope and then dashes it.
Yeah, unfortunate that was just not going to be a key that we had forgotten about that would give the long shots actual hope here.
Yeah. So now's a good time, I think, to say that Game 2 of this series is scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That will be co-op Animizer. That'll be me and home versus
Osora and CFate, I think.
And CFate, I believe, yes.
And my suspicion, although this is literally just my suspicion, mind you, saying things that may not make any sense at all, given the history of the European side of this bracket, shall we call it, I would suspect if you guys can pull this back to even with Game 2, that we're going to see duality for Game 3. Just my guess. We'll see.
No comment.
I'm not saying that I think that it's advantageous to you. I'm just saying I think that seems to be a bit of the preference of the German side of the bracket here.
They did come up with the mode, if
Yeah, they did
if I
in fact
remember
come up with the
correctly.
mode. It's just kind of a fascinating thing to me with the overwhelming popularity of cross keys that there do seem to be a number of teams that are kind of trying to dodge it just as much as they possibly can.
Something, something, how many Ganon falls, something.
At this point, quite a few. Although it would not be the first time this tournament that I've seen a game in co-op decided by some Ganon falls.
Not the first time in this tournament in a game in which the long shots participated.
And that was a Buttersword Ganon fight too, as I recall.
Yeah.
Strangely, it is still possible to find your way into the pit.
Sometimes you're standing in the wrong place, and Ganon warps on top of you, and you can't react. CFate, our first
CFate's
runner. Yeah. Into
still gonna
Ganon
have a
here.
little more work to do. No, not to
Oh,
Ganon.
we got Castle Tower. Right.
Yep.
It's all dungeons.
And CFate still has Thieves Town as well.
Oh. Yeah. Of course, so do both of the long shots. You obviously do Castle Tower first, so that you can just save and quit after blind and be right at Ganon.
That red guard just did not want to go away for CFate at all.
Yeah. Those red guards are terrible. I hate them. Aga 2 is a hard fight.
Impossible. I've never seen anyone complete it.
Unfortunately, boothisman's been disqualified for not attempting the Aga 1 hook speed. GG's.
If ever you'd seen any of my attempts at that, you'd know why some people just don't.
Oh, I'm terrible at it. I understand.
I wind up just standing there on the stairs, looking like a complete dingus. It's great.
Yep. How forgiving am I against y'all? Not even a little bit. We will see tomorrow. Yo, good job by Doc there, all the way to the torch. That saves exactly 0 time. By the way, it is purely Mimi.
Classic Butter Ganon fight. Blink and you missed the first 2 phases.
Yeah.
Did you find the arrows in? Yeah, I did actually.
Oh. That was close.
That was a little exciting.
Yeah. GG's in chat to boo this man. Gonna be our first runner to finish. That's an official race time of 1:43.36.
Quite a solid time for this element OP mode.
Yeah, no, yeah. 140s is pretty good. I think something in the 130s is great. You know, the 140s is very solid. I think that's how you feel about this. Yeah.
And then, surprise, we probably don't see blind in this arena tomorrow. Although, if we do have to still rescue the maiden because logical minimizer is a little different like that.
It's logical.
Vanilla blinds and logical enemizer do have that quote-unquote advantage of bailing runners out of items being required and being in the back of Thieves Town.
Yeah, back at Thieves Town and boss shuffle is always a tricky thing about what to do. So far, solid phases 1 and 2 for CFate. And this is probably going to do it here. 1, 2, and 3. The triple. That was his last arrow. Yikes. GG's in chat for CFate and Thrynasen. Tonkin Toxic, who are the winners of this race, taking game 1 in Open League Finals. And that's a forfeit from Doc. Looks like Home is going to finish things out. LCD blind. We're joined by boothisman. We're gonna Home is almost done with this Ganon fight, so I'm thinking we're gonna hold off on the interview until he is finished. Home, what are you doing?
Attempting to get torch glitch, standing right on top of the torch with the lamp, and
You don't need
still
you
not.
got silvers. You don't need torch glitch. Get your GGs in chat for Home Wrecker. Well, GG's boothisman. Nice job. Things seem to went pretty clear, pretty smoothly for y'all.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that, but I guess it looked.
What felt bad?
I mean,
I guess forgetting the GT Big E could not have been.
Yeah, I mean, that was not that big of an issue because we still had to do Thieves Town anyway, so it was on the way there. But yeah, that was a small hiccup. Then maybe Fate dying on Death Mountain, the first visit.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even say that. Hello, we're also joined by Dr. Earworm. GG's, buddy.
GG's.
The difference here, we think, was the cane. You know, Doc
that makes sense.
Yeah, like Doc was first into Mire. Was that what was your thought process on not?
Oh,
doing
it was. I only have two
logic?
small keys. It was. I only have two small keys. Fishbone is in logic before left side is, and it's faster.
Yeah.
And logically, that's what the game wanted you to do, right? It wanted you to go to Fishbone to get your Eastern Small, to get your 6th Mire Small out of the Eastern Big T chest, to go back to Mire to get your right. Like,
wow.
It's unfortunate.
Oh,
like,
how unfortunate we missed all of that.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes down to one check, and there's not a whole lot that you can do.
Yeah.
That's Rando, right?
It sure is. It sure is. But I thought everybody played pretty well. It's the things kind of. It was unfortunate that book didn't pay off. The long shots found the book on in right side of desert. And I feel like if one of those, if either CT4 or Thieves Town Big had been on a tablet, this I think might have gone quite differently. Just unfortunate that neither of those kind of Hail Mary checks paid off. But
well.
Oh well, it's Rando. And we will don't worry, we're the long shots are just gonna win tomorrow in Enemizer.
Well, I mean, okay. maybe pretend to be neutral for like 2 more minutes while we finish up.
I didn't start pretending to be neutral.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, who does not want to see a game 3, right?
So can you
have to go all in here.
Can you tell us now what game 3 will be, since it is now on the table?
I guess we're not 100% sure, but for the time being,
if you don't
I guess.
know yet, that's fine.
Yeah, if you don't know, that's fine. We'll find out.
No pressure. I just.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's to everybody. Well played, and we will see you. Asora in chat. Asora doesn't want a game 3, which
because he has to play.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair. Make sure you follow everybody involved in this race. Thanks so much to Blue Link and to Derek Sharna for tracking for us, and to Restream MVP Yoinker's wife getting this on the air when we had a busy day over at Speed Gaming. Really appreciate that. We will. I don't know if there is a channel to point you at for tomorrow's race.
I believe we're going to be right back here.
Right back here? All right. Well, it is going to be co-op Enemizer with Boots tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So thanks, everybody. GG's to Dry Nassen and to the Long Shots and to Mine DM. A pleasure as always.
As always. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Come and join us again tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks, everybody. GG's. Bye.